and David Aldridge. This is Kevin Harlan. Now it's ended down to David Aldridge, standing by from the sidelines. David?
Well, the maturity and poise of a young Jason Tatum has often been talked about. Maybe that's because his parents prepared him for the NBA from an early age in St. Louis. They had pretend press conferences using a hairbrush as the microphone. As you can say, he's been groomed for this, and it's paying off. Guys?
Yeah, they dotted every I and crossed every T. David, thank you. Now the starting group for the visitors. We've got Doncic, Williamson out there with Tatum, and there's Kemba Walker, and it's Westbrook in at the shooting guard position. And on that front line, Smitty, what makes for an effective front court tandem, do you think?
I think, first of all, that tandem can switch on pick and rolls. That tandem can shoot the basketball and also make plays somewhat like a guard. But the biggest thing is if they can rebound and able to guard smaller guys, this will make them great.
Interesting. Randall grabs the board.
Look, that's in his range, but he had a defender right up in his chest.
George, no good.
And really, that is why he is feared as a defender, right in your face on that shot.
Moved his feet, timed it perfectly. That's how you get stops. Love it.
And you could tell he thought he had a little more space, but the defender was right there.
The ability to close out on perimeter shooters is so important in today's game.
Tatum's shot is off.
He goes up strong, but he is met with resistance. I think that surprised him a little bit.
Well, one of the bigger names in free agency this past summer was Kemba Walker. A lot of teams, Greg, looking at him.
And rightfully so, Kevin. With Kemba, a point guard who is in his prime, he's an impact player who can hit big shots and is one of the more underrated stars in our league. Excellent on both ends of that play.
Yeah, the steal was sharp, but the slam topped it off.
Turning defense into offense. Every coach talks about it. Perfect example right there.
First quarter of play with about a minute and a half gone. Leonard against Doncic. Trying to get open is Davis. Here's Leonard. That's good, and he's now 3 for 4 from the field. Gone 0 of 3 from the field to start the game. For 3, Westbrook gets the three-pointer to fall.
Whether he's attacking the basket or squaring up from long range, Westbrook is always dangerous.
Now here's Leonard. He's got 6. Outside Irving. That's in there. Davis with the assist.
Now that's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
Reason why it takes extra energy to do it. You have to trust your defensive rotations, but it's worth it.
Westbrook against Randall. Randall with some nice D.
Really just struggling here in the first few minutes. 5 attempts with only 1 fall.
And the 3-ball is good.
Oh, this is the kind of start they were hoping for.
Gone just 1 for 5 from the field to start the quarter. Here's Doncic. Floats one up, and that's 2 points on the layup.
And certainly not lacking in confidence. When Doncic gets these inside looks, he just jumps all over.
To the inside, and stolen by Tatum. Shot on the wing. Offensive rebound.
Decent look from mid-range, but there may have been a better option for them in that set.
Irving kicks to Davis. Back to Irving. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Shoots over Walker. Irving can't get it to go. Gone just 2 of 7 so far. A little bit of a slow start for them. That one good for 2.
And the level of concentration that Doncic has, even under pressure, this guy is cool as a cucumber.
Now here is Irving. 5 points in the game. And Tatum pulls it down. Tatum's got his 4th rebound in this one. And he gets contact and the whistle on the shot. 2 shots coming up.
And how much fun is it to watch this kid? I call Zion Williamson a kid, even though he goes about 280, and he has a certain composure that really belies his years.
And that's good as he hits both of his shots. And with Williamson, it's not just the obvious stuff that impresses you, Greg. It's the little things as well, the attention to detail.
You know, Kevin, one thing that stands out to me, every time I see this young man, the eye-hand coordination, whether it's on steals, deflections, block shots, he always seems to pick it cleanly.
And George, here we go. Great D that time from Westbrook. Gotten 3 of 8 shots to fall for them here in the first quarter. And it's all evened up. And that ties it up.
Love the attitude of Westbrook. Continues to improve at running the offense and finding ways to create opportunities for his teammates.
Now, here is Irving. From 11 feet away, here's Davis. And the rebound paying off as they pick up 2 on the second chance bucket right there.
Yeah, another nice bucket down low. They've really been able to work the ball into the post effectively here so far.
Here's Westbrook. Over George. No good there off the double clutch.
It's been a rough quarter for him. Can't seem to find any kind of rhythm.
Doncic trying to get open. Randall no good.
And the pressure he put on that shot forced the miscue.
The rim protection at its finest. The result is the same whether you block the shot or simply change it.
And the bucket is good. 3-point play chance here for him.
And how about the balance of Doncic on that possession? Amazing at just absorbing the contact and still with the strength to finish.
And the free throw is good. Now leading by 1.
Well, you have to give credit to Kemba Walker, who has always found ways to improve his game year after year. Has worked on that shot and tool set enough where he can now be a handful to defend for any guard.
And it's Davis missing. Gone just a shade under 50% from the field. 5 of 11. Westbrook with it. And Davis pulls it down. Davis has got 4 rebounds now tonight. And with Walker, as he has progressed as a player, you know, Greg, so has his leadership.
And Kemba has been a natural leader for so long during his time. When your leader puts in the work that Kemba does, it has to inspire the rest of that roster.
He's off on the first. Hey, Steve, if your team is holding on to a narrow lead, which player do you want defending that last shot of the game?
I would say Kawhi Leonard, Giannis because of his length, Paul George, Draymond Green, and I really love Klay Thompson. Not that he's going to block the shot, but he always stays in position.
Paul passes to Aldridge, and Aldridge slams it in.
The eyes of Chris Paul. He's always had tremendous vision.
Thomas against Aldridge. Goes up at the stripe. Here's Davis, and it's sent back by Aldridge.
All that length, Aldridge able to close airspace quickly.
And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
From the 30th pick in the draft to perennial all-star, Jimmy Butler has come a long way in a short period of time.
Well, they say players are made in the summertime, and that's Jimmy Butler's favorite time of year. He calls it grimy season, gets out in the country, and puts in that work.
And the first one at the line is good. And Greg, those summertime workouts for Butler, they are something.
I mean, they sure are. He calls them bandanas and buckets. Grows his hair out, 2-a-days, hot yoga, intentionally isolated from the hustle and bustle of the big city. it gives him an excuse to really just lock in.
He makes one of two that time. And you look at Jimmy Butler. Goes about 6'8", about 230 pounds. Great size on the wing.
And he keeps himself in tip-top shape. His strength, one thing I'm not sure the casual fan even recognizes.
Steve, Kobe Bryant said that growing up in Italy gave him a huge advantage learning the fundamentals and the tactics of the game. Do you think Europe's better at developing players than the United States?
You know, I don't think they're better. I do think their system at times for certain players, they get into a system of working on their game. And I wouldn't just say fundamentals from an early age. And a lot of those guys are being able to practice with pros at an early age. I think it comes down to individuals. And also I think a lot of these parents and kids, you have to understand it starts off of making a layup versus making a three. So I don't think the Europe is doing it better. I just think a lot of times right now we're looking at some of those European players and they're coming over ready to play from day one versus some other players.
No luck that time either. Smitty, lately we're seeing more deep three-pointers than ever before. Think you could step out to that 35-foot mark?
Hey, Kevin, I can step out there, but the question is, could I make them at a high percentage? And that's what's so beautiful now. You're seeing these guys step out further and further, but their percentage is higher and higher than it would be from others in my area shooting 35-footers. This is fantastic, but I do not want to see a four-point line.
And that one falls for Davis. And both free throws good for Davis.
Because he knows he makes a living at the line. He invites contact and sometimes even initiates it.
Outside Butler. Al Paul. He's still scoreless so far in this one. It's hauled in by Gordon.
Just doing the job on the backboard.
Clarkson passes to Harris.
Yeah, easy call.
This is his first free throw of the game. That free throw, no good.
And the missed opportunities for them at the line here early on.
Good on the second free throw. Being 40% here in the early stages. And there's the pass to Butler. Aldridge left side. And Davis sends it back. They get it back.
In terms of drawing fouls, Griffin is one of the best we have in the NBA.
And for Blake Griffin, always a great outside shooter for the power forward position, Greg, but he's added range the last few seasons.
Yeah, I mean, we've seen Griffin go from a guy who might take 1-3 a game to someone putting up about 6 a night. The results have been there for him as he shoots a respectable rate from beyond.
And he knocks down the first one.
Despite all the injuries, Griffin was given the big contract. That kind of thing is a guessing game, but with high stakes.
Both free throws good from Griffin. Just 35% to start the game. Pass to Clarkson. Harris outside. Gordon with it. To the middle. Here's Clarkson. No good with the layup. And here we go. It's Butler. Gets a very good look and converts.
He just exudes a love of the game, guys. You can see it in everything he does. This guy lives and breathes the game.
Thomas with the ball. Chris Paul covering. Here's Harris. Gordon trying to break loose. He can't get it to go. The shot by Butler. Nobody around. Shot's good. Griffin making the play. Butler's got 5.
Nice job by Butler. Really worked on the catch-and-shoot jump shot, getting it off a little bit quicker.
Passes it to Davis. Jimmy Butler comes up with the rebound. Davis has gone 1 of 4 so far. Here's Griffin. No good that time. Some solid defense from Harris. Offside Thomas. And the officials call him for a 3-second violation. Paul kicks to Aldridge. And Butler, here we go. That one falls. He's got 7.
I love the aggressiveness by Butler when he's driving the basketball to the bucket.
Aldridge against Harris. And again, unable to change momentum here. And they double up Butler. Aldridge dishes to Graham. Back to Aldridge. And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass. 3-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Harris, no good.
Great defensive effort. Just saved a basket.
You know what? This is why you never give up on a play. You don't know what's going to happen.
Man, just adding insult to injury. He just waltzes inside and extends this lead.
A uncontested shot at the rim, you have to compete at all times.
And he gets it to go.
Yeah, and there it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half.
Is anyone, Greg, in the NBA?
And you see that competitiveness and desire in his play.
And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And looking at what we've seen so far, guys, from the visiting team, what do you think?
You could see they were well prepared defensively coming into this one.
Yes, what they do, they take away the things that teams like to do offensively, also keeping them out of sync.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade as the second quarter gets going. We've got Fox. Harris is out there with Gordon. Then it's Heel. And it's Holiday in at the 2 guard. Now here's Zeller. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Richardson attacking. And it's Richardson slamming it down.
Josh Richardson being aggressive. This is what his teammates want, and they can feed off that emotion and intensity.
Pass to Hield for the 3. Yes, and it's Holiday with the assist that time.
That's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
Reason why it takes extra energy to do it. You have to trust your defensive rotations, but it's worth it.
Graham with the ball, guarded by Harris. Graham, the pass to Hachimura. Clock at 6. The pass to Zeller. Over Holiday. Off the left rim and out. And 33% for the night. That's a big thorn in their side right now. And stolen by Butler. And here we go. Up the floor. So it's Richardson with the jam.
I love how Jimmy Butler let the play develop, how he's learned to trust his vision.
Harris outside. Dishes it to Holiday. A 3 ball. Drains it from beyond the arc. Holiday's got himself on the board with 3 there.
Yeah, that's 2 bombs in a row from long range.
There's the feed to Butler. Lays it up and banks it in. Butler's got 9.
The defense not putting up any fight on the inside. They've allowed 10 straight points in the paint.
Pass to Gordon. We're just over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. The dish to Fox. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
High offensive IQ. He makes great reads and adjustments on the fly.
Passes it to Zeller. Butler with the ball, and it's Gordon picking him up. They get the rebound to the left wing. Second chance shot. The rebound by Heel. Gone a nice 3 of 3 to start the second. Holiday surveying the floor. It's hauled in by Richardson.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
And you know, we always talk about this. Just changing the shot can be just as effective as blocking it, even though it's less spectacular.
Now, here's Fox. Harris outside. And the shot is good.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
Well, Kevin, my cousin LaMarcus Aldridge is not the flashiest player, but he is respected. His former teammate in Portland, C.J. McCollum, said he hasn't changed his game to try and fit the new NBA. He shoots mid-range, scores under the basket, strong as heck. He knows who he is. And Kevin, LaMarcus isn't really my cousin, but his game never goes out of style.
You're right, D.A., and he is still getting it done. Thank you. Now, here is Holiday. A baseline J. Hachimura grabs the miss. Gone 4 of 8 so far here in the second quarter. And out of Japan, a real interesting prospect. Hachimura, especially now that he can stretch the floor.
Yeah, he found the 3-ball in his last year of college, hitting over 40%. You combine that with the size, the motor, he is really versatile, and I feel like he's putting it all together.
Now here's Heald. A pass to Fox. Hands it from downtown.
And that's good stuff from him. Nice touch.
Doing well. They're at 45%. Walker against Irving. And here's Doncic. 7 points in the game. No good from 18.
You expect him to make that, especially from that distance.
Leonard. Oh, and the jam by Leonard.
And talk about putting some extra on it. That dunk was way over the top.
Close game or not, he's going to finish firm when he gets the space. Now, here's Walker. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. Just 5 to shoot. Takes the 3. That one's off. He starts the game with a miss.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
And there's Bryant. That's good on the assist from Randall.
They're scoring boatloads of buckets. It's raining buckets from inside.
Doncic outside. He kicks it to Williamson. Look out! Here he comes!
That was amazing, and look at the elevation.
Already such a well-coordinated athlete for his size and age. Williamson bringing down the house.
And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
And not the most common call you'll see in the NBA, but hard to argue that pick wasn't illegal.
It's often a tough call that can go either way, but I agree with you on that one.
Now, here's Doncic. He has 7. Now, here's Williamson. Defended by George. And that one's good. Williamson.
And normal physicality doesn't get it done with Williamson. To stop him from scoring, you really have to up the ante and get him before he hits that launching pad.
Irving against Walker. And it's Irving missing. Gone 6 of 13 so far from the field here in the second quarter. Westbrook feeling it out a bit. Great D that time from Leonard. Gone 7 for 10 here in the second quarter. They'd like to keep up that nice pace. Walker against Bryant. Shoots over Walker with the tip. Randall on the follow. Randall's got his first bucket in this one.
Oh, and a nice job of turning that miss into 2 points on the tip in.
Hustle points, I believe they call them. Hustle points right there. Westbrook against Bryant. Now the pass to Walker. Doncic outside. It's off his foot, and the ref's whistling a kick ball. Williamson with it. Randall on him. 4-3. Westbrook. Randall grabs the board. Randall's got 5 rebounds tonight.
With floor spacing at a premium, they need him to hit these shots. Made just that one in the first.
Outside for Thomas. And that won't go, missing the go-ahead bucket. Hitting 40% since the beginning of the second quarter. Offensive rebound. And the dunk by Williamson.
Second chance opportunities. Williamson explosive into the air with the touch and concentration to finish.
Now here's George. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Pass to Randall. Here's Clarkson. A shot goes down and it gets this game back to even. And this game is tied up now.
Defensively, you have to tighten up on him or suffer the consequences.
Paul passes to Doncic. Shoots from 12. Second shot opportunity. And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
And that's grown man muscle. Williamson relishes any chance he gets to take the defense on and finish.
This is his third free throw attempt of the game. On the free throw, no good.
And Williamson, a kid that's likely to reach his full potential, very coachable, absorbs instruction well, and really implements it quickly.
When you think of low post scorers, you got to put Griffin down there. Yes, he likes to face up, but with his back to the basket, he's pretty good as well as drawing fouls.
And this is his second trip to the line tonight. First free throw is good. Blake Griffin hits them both. .46 seconds left in the first half of basketball. Thomas passes to Leonard. Great D that time from Griffin. Being at 44%, pretty reasonable. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Randall.
You love the pressure he's putting on them. Almost had that steal.
Fantastic anticipation. He has active hands. Even though he doesn't come away with the turnover, he's disrupting their offensive flow.
We've got 28 seconds left in the first half of the game. And the dunk by Williamson.
This is too easy for Williamson. Once he gets established position, he is ready to attack the rim.
Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Thomas against Paul. 6 on the shot clock. Thomas down low. Good work defensively by Paul. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. Here's who James Borrego is starting the second half with. Russell Westbrook out there with Kemba Walker. Then there's Jason Tatum. Then there's Williamson. And it's Doncic in at the 3 spot.
They're doing a really good job of getting the ball inside and attacking the paint. That's an area they have completely dominated.
Shooting 40% from the field. Irving looking for an opening. Leonard trying to break free. Irving, good. Irving's got 7 points in the game.
Terrific play call to give him a clean look at the rim. That's how you want to start the second half.
Listen, put the ball in the hands of your best scorers and let them go to work. Keep it simple.
Now here's Walker. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. And Davis sends it back. And they get it back.
Can't be this assertive with Williamson. He's already a pro at drawing you in and getting the call.
And this is his 4th trip to the free throw line tonight. That free throw good from Williamson. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. Here's Irving. Second half rolling along now. About a minute played here. On the wing, Davis. Back to Irving. 4 on the clock. From deep, George tries again. And Davis puts it in. He's got 8.
Effort play, pursuing the basketball. Love how he puts in the work.
And we're just about a minute and a half into the 3rd quarter of basketball. Westbrook with it. Over Randall. That misses off the backboard.
Shaky start to the half. Going 1 for 4. Still trying to find that groove.
And Irving with the basket on the assist by Davis. 9 points for ABC.
3 out of 4 coming out of the half. Showing good execution on the offensive end.
Here's Westbrook. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. It's his first trip to the line. And the first one drops. And Russell Westbrook drops them both. Gone 3 of 4 so far in the 3rd quarter from the field. Pretty good start to the half. Outside Leonard. Fires from deep. Yes! And it's Irving picking up the assist. Leonard's got 11.
I don't think the defense had any idea what they were doing there. Clear miscommunication leading to an easy basket for the offense.
Williamson kicks to Doncic. Yes, that goes in. He's got 9.
And showing he's got a few tricks up his sleeve there. Doncic's handles are very impressive.
Irving against Walker. On the wing, Irving. Guarded by Walker. Irving can't get it to go. Gone 2 of 5 shooting here in the third quarter. Westbrook passes to Walker. Wide open. No good off the back of the rim.
I guess even he has to miss one of those once in a while.
George with the bucket.
He was able to simply lay it in over the top of the smaller man.
Out to the wing. Williamson dishes to Walker. Over Irving. Walker's shot is off. Gone 5 of 7 from the field in the third quarter. Let's see if they can keep it up. Yep, it counts.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
And so James Borrego decides to call timeout.
Well, it's a players' league, but certainly coaching.
Second half here. We're just over 3.5 minutes into it. And it's Fox with the rebound.
And the pressure he put on that shot forced the miscue.
The rim protection at its finest. The result is the same whether you block the shot or simply change it.
And he makes the first. And it's tied up with that one. Gone just 25% from the field here in the second half. They're 2 of 8. Fox against Walker. Aldridge laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
That's a bad dude right there. Aldridge taking the hit, shakes it off for the score. No, he's standing 6'11" with a 7'5" wingspan. LaMarcus Aldridge prefers playing power forward, but make no mistake, he has the size to hang with the big dogs at center.
There's no bigger play in a close game than a putback slam.
Oh, and that one's got them all hyped up. Wow.
They're bringing the energy, the hustle, the fight, and they also didn't give up on that possession.
And that one falls, and that puts him up by 1 point. And with his height and reach, not many that can block Aldridge's turnaround jumper.
His release on his jump shot is so high. The rainbow arc, it's a beautiful thing to watch.
Fades. That shot off the mark. Great D that time from Davis. Here's Bryant. Wasted no time on that shot, but it's off the mark. And pretty terrible here in the third quarter at around 30%. Hachimura, no good. Gone 7 of 11, a lucky field goal percentage here in the third. Holiday, the pass to Fox. Outside Bryant. Shot clock at 6. There's the triple, and the whistle blows. It's going to be on Davis. That'll be his second foul of the game. They've been doing a great job of sharing the ball.
And guys, Sade comes to mind for me because right now that offense, it's a smooth operator.
It's stolen by Davis. Here's Fox, and that one falls coming off of Davis's feed. Davis has got his 4th assist in this one, being a mediocre 41% in this one. Passes to Aldridge. And Davis sends it back. And so the ball out of bounds. Davis touched it last. The visitors with the ball. Hall for 3. Buries it from 3-point range.
And when you look at Chris, not the biggest guy, but very hard to block his shot. Doesn't allow the defender to time him out.
And it's Bryant in the corner. From outside, off the mark. Bryant's gotten just 1 of his 4 attempts from the floor tonight. Now Graham, still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Here's Hachimura. And it's Fox with the rebound. Gone 8 of 13 on shot attempts to begin the second half. Good on the bucket.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
Here's Paul. 5 points in the game. Aldridge against Davis. Aldridge misses.
Even though he missed it, this is the exact play your offense is designed to produce.
And it's Bryant in the corner. Sinks the three-pointer. Bryant's got 5 now.
And they've got to talk to each other on D there. Miscommunication, and now he's able to make them pay.
Knocked away. Oh, and here we go with Gordon. Nobody back. Hachimura grabs the miss. Being an ugly 27% since halftime. Clarkson against Paul. Pass to Hachimura. It's good.
You have to push Hachimura out of there if you're the defense. He's a real problem on the interior.
Well, we're now on the back end of what has been, Greg, an incredible career for Chris Paul. Perhaps no longer the undisputed best point guard in the game, but still a top talent.
And Chris Paul might not be the best point guard, but any team would be happy to have him. His efficiency and playmaking aren't going away anytime soon. And even though he's never been an overly athletic player, that aspect of his game still is strong as ever.
Butler goes in. 5 on the clock. Here's Graham, and Davis sends it back. And he recovers it. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. Paul against Thomas. Harris outside. A minute 42 left in the third. Blake Griffin pulls it in. Being not great, 40% for the game. Here's Butler. Shot's good. Griffin making the play. And that's 13 points for Jimmy Butler.
Love the attitude of Butler, just taking the defense head on and nailing the shot despite the whack.
Harris kicks to Thomas. The pass to Clarkson. It's up a 3. But they'll get another chance. Here's Davis. Harris trying to get free. And it's Davis missing.
He's tried to get it going, but the shots simply have not been there. Nothing seems to be falling.
Jimmy's thirsty tonight. You can tell he wants the ball every time down the floor.
And here is Thomas. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Butler against Hield. Fires at the elbow. Butler, no good. Being 43% from the field.
A quick, good shot here, and they can go 2 for 1.
Trying to squeeze out every extra possession, but they have to work fast.
Now here's Thomas. Harris finds Heel. Shot clock at 5. Over Butler. Trying to get open is Davis, and he gets the jumper to drop. Guys, we're not through 3/4 of play, but 6 lead changes already in this one.
Yeah, competitive, and I think we all can agree that we thought this would be the type of game that would come down to the end.
We're at the end. More to go. Thanks for being with us as we begin the 4th. ABC is out there with ABC. Then it's Randall. Then it's Thomas. And it's Irving at the point guard. Randall outside. It's George on the wing. Randall passes to Irving. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
Way to attack there and then create the contact.
First one falls for him.
We're still waiting for that first miss from the line this half.
And so he makes both from the line.
He's living there tonight, a tough guy to guard without fouling. And the bonus, he's going to knock him down.
Outside, Walker fires for 3. He can't get that one. Randall with some nice D. Here's Leonard, and he converts the layup.
And that's just cold-blooded right there. He's taking no prisoners.
Expanding upon this lead, trying to close it out. He's really stepped up.
Now, here's Doncic. Shoots from 14, and that misses everything. Doing well. They're at 45%. And George, here we go. Yes! And it's Irving picking up the assist.
Finding a little rhythm here that they have to like where they're at.
They're playing well. They're building momentum. This is how they can turn a small lead into a big one.
Walker's shot is off.
You want to talk about ugly? This team is losing, partly because he hasn't drained a shot all night. He's been of no help stretching the floor tonight. Just 1-3 in the first half, nothing in the second.
And how about the vision there from Doncic? Can make the easy pass and also the difficult one.
Nobody near Irving. Drops in the tray. Irving's got 9 points here in the second half.
And certainly they are not hesitating, letting it fly from deep here in the second half.
And the foul called on ABC. That's foul number 2 for him. Westbrook passes to Walker. Outside Westbrook. Doncic outside. 5 to shoot. And another make to his scoring column. His 5th basket of the game. Now shooting 5 of 11.
Poor interior defense. If you play him soft, he's going to kill you.
Here's Leonard. No good on the shot. A bit long that time. Gone 2 for 5 on field goal attempts in the 4th quarter. Here's Westbrook. And the dunk by Williamson.
And you got to appreciate the fearlessness with which he plays. Zion's ability to shoulder the offense at this stage of his career is incredible.
Now here's Leonard. Back to Irving. Shoots the 3. Hits the 3-point bomb.
A tale of 2 halves. He's really turned it around here, scoring the ball.
Walker the pass to Williamson. And Thomas over to help. Here's Tatum. It's rebounded by Leonard. Leonard's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Thomas's shot is off.
Trying to finish out the game strong. You have to recognize who has the hot hand and get him the ball.
Lobbed up there for Westbrook. It's stolen by Randall. And we're about 3.5 minutes into the fourth quarter.
And you could tell he thought he had a little more space, but the defender was right there.
The ability to close out on perimeter shooters is so important in today's game.
Shots good by Walker.
And that's an example of playing big, adapting to the situation.
And I'm going to give him a lot of credit because he saw what he was up against and he was undeterred.
Now here's Thomas, and stolen by Williamson. Here's Walker. Good, and the assist goes to Doncic. Doncic has got 4 assists in the game.
The fast hands of Williamson there, adept at reading the opposition and then the anticipation for the steal.
George against Doncic. Tatum against Leonard. Score that one for him, his 8th field goal. 8 for 11 on a very accurate night.
Continuing to stoke the fire, his shot making has been absolutely superb.
ABC really making a difference here.
Yeah, he's just torching them right now. A good decision to huddle up, kind of hit the
Borrego coaching his team during the break. He warned them they've got to get back in transition. He said they've given up way too many fast break points, and he said we have to slow the pace of the game down and force them into taking some tough shots. Kevin?
Gone 5 for 9 from the field in the final quarter so far. From the line, that one wide left. At 42% in this final quarter. Here's Tatum. Almost, but it rolls out. Being in this game, 45%. Knocks it loose. Leonard draws the double. And a bit of a battle here for the ball. The official signals a jump ball here. Tipped away. Davis, the pass to Irving. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So 1 free throw coming up.
And you have to like how they're getting the ball inside this half. They didn't have as much success in the paint earlier, but they're finally getting it done down low.
That free throw good from Leonard. Being 40% from the field. Walker the pass to Doncic. Leonard brings the double team. Ball's knocked loose. Leonard with the steal. Left side, Irving. A chance there to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. Right side to Walker. Launches a 3. And the dunk by Williamson. Gone 6 of 12 from the field here in the fourth, and even 50%. Now here's Irving. Randall left side. Got a piece of it.
And if Williamson's in the area, you better be careful. When you aren't, he's going to stifle you on the offensive end.
Tatum kicks to Westbrook. Walker the pass to Williamson. It's stolen by Randall. Leonard against Doncic. Randall draws contact on the shot, and now a three-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
Almost an impossible shot to block in the post. The defender can't give up that much of a height advantage and expect to contest it.
Here's Westbrook. Guys, their comeback bid had better get started.
I don't know, guys. It's going to take a pretty big run to get back in this one.
Yep, that one goes.
Yeah, and they are living and dying from beyond the arc since halftime. It's a different look than what we saw in the first half.
George with the ball. Westbrook picks him up. Irving for 3. That falls. Nice speed that time from George. George has got 3 assists now in this one. Paul passes to Doncic. Leonard brings the double team. Back to Paul. Six to shoot. Back to Doncic. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Leonard the pass to Davis. And it's Williamson with the rebound. Williamson's got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
And yeah, he's 280 pounds. We've never seen anyone hang in the air like this young man. Williamson is special.
Now here's Irving. The first free throw is good. Both free throws good for Irving. Guys, we've seen a lot of turnovers in this one. Jordan, player of the game, ABC.
And guys, it's been a rugged brand of defense he's played. I don't know why they keep taking the ball at him. It seems like every time they have, he's come up with the rejection. And with every block, he's only gotten more and more fired up.
He sure has given this crowd a treat tonight. This kind of performance only cements his status as a fan favorite. Westbrook finds Paul. Over Davis. Paul's shot is off.
Great focus on the defensive end there to contest that shot.
And this is where you would prefer to work the ball to someone else for just a better look.
Now here is George. Irving double team. Just 5 on the clock. And the ball's tied up, so we'll have a jump ball. Shooting 41% for the game. Here's Westbrook. Feeds it to Paul. Five to shoot. Puts it up from 12. And Davis sends it back. The offensive rebound. Doncic. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
And so confident. Even amongst the trees, Doncic is fantastic at forcing the issue close to the rim.
He hits the first one, and that brings them within single digits.
And what's so impressive about Doncic, the maturity. Yes, he's polished, but he's got a completeness to his game at such a young age.
All free throws good from Doncic. Irving with it, about 47% here in the fourth. We've got 1:13 left in the fourth quarter. It's good from the top of the key.
I love that they're continuing to attack despite being up big.
I'm impressed with their intensity tonight. They've came in focused and they've executed.
And it's still a rare sight to see rebound numbers like the ones he's had tonight.
It's incredible, and I'll tell you what, it's a joy to watch. There's more to his game than threes and dunks.
And Davis gets it to go on the assist by George.
Inspired tonight. They fought hard and at crucial points just made the plays.
Especially during this last run, which ultimately put the game away.
Now, here's Doncic. Shoots over Leonard. Doncic, no good. Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. Snatched up. And finished off by Westbrook.
And you know Westbrook has an outstanding vertical. Once he gets to the launching pad, rim, beware.
And they turn it over. Stepped in the line that time. Nine seconds left to play here in the fourth. Kicks it to Richardson. Jacks up a three. And it goes out of bounds. That one off Harris. Paul for three. Misses. So the home crowd happy here as they get the victory. Some good moments throughout this one, but they have the clear advantage down the stretch.
Yeah, I mean, I love the way they executed on both ends of the floor. Completely under control for the vast majority of the game.